Hello, everyone. Welcome to Life Wisdom, a place where we share stories, lessons, and perspectives to help you live a calmer, more meaningful life. Let's take a moment to reflect and enjoy today's message together. Living lightly, letting your heart be at ease. Modern life moves at a relentless pace, and often we forget that our own hearts need rest. Every morning, we wake up to long to-do lists, balancing work, family responsibilities, societal expectations, and sometimes even the high standards we set for ourselves. In the midst of this whirlwind, our hearts can feel heavy, tired, and the moments of true peace may seem increasingly rare. Yet living lightly does not mean shirking responsibility or giving up on life. On the contrary, it is a delicate art of balance, choosing what truly matters, letting go of what does not, and learning to nurture and love ourselves in every small moment. Pressure does not only come from the outside world, it often comes from within. We set high standards, expecting everything to be perfect, and constantly compare ourselves to others. These seemingly ordinary habits create invisible burdens that weigh down the heart. A simple smile can fade, a quiet moment becomes a luxury, and moments of relaxation slowly disappear. Recognizing this is the first step toward living lightly. It may mean saying no to things that drain your energy without guilt, not trying to please everyone, or simply living at your own pace rather than rushing to keep up with others. When you begin to do this, you open the door to peace within your heart. Living lightly also means learning to treasure the present moment. We often worry too much about the future or dwell on the past, forgetting that the present is the most precious gift we have. Spending even a few minutes each day breathing deeply, meditating, or simply sitting quietly and listening to your own heartbeat can bring extraordinary calm. Noticing small details around you, the sunlight filtering through leaves, the chirping of birds, the aroma of a cup of tea, can soothe the soul and remind you that happiness is not somewhere far away, but here, right now. The people we encounter in life can also be a source of profound peace. When we listen more than we speak, show empathy rather than judgment, our hearts feel lighter. There is no need to maintain every relationship or seek to please everyone. Keeping just the right distance, creating space for yourself and others, allows healthy relationships to flourish, bringing calmness and joy. Conversely, some connections bring stress and tension, and learning to let go of them is essential for a lighter heart. When you release what does not serve you, the conflicts that once weighed heavily seem far less daunting, and your heart can breathe freely. Nature and quiet moments with oneself are equally powerful sources of peace. A morning walk in the park, listening to soft music, savoring a cup of tea, or simply observing the sky can all soothe the mind. Peace is not about escaping reality. It is about learning to accept, love, and cherish oneself. One friend shared that they had been so absorbed in work that they had almost forgotten themselves. Yet when they began taking daily morning walks, paying attention to the small details of life, and dedicating a little time to themselves, they felt lighter, calmer, and genuinely happier. Even small, consistent actions can have profound effects on the heart. Living lightly also means caring for your mind and emotions. While we cannot always change circumstances, we can choose how to perceive and respond to them. When faced with failure or difficulty, rather than allowing sadness or stress to take over, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that challenges can be overcome. This does not make problems disappear, but it allows you to maintain calm, view situations clearly, and make wiser decisions. For example, when facing rejection in work or relationships, instead of blaming yourself, recognize it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and take better care of yourself. Seeing situations from a positive perspective helps the heart feel lighter, and sorrow no longer dominates your thoughts. Living lightly also means valuing positive relationships and letting go of sources of negativity. Not everyone deserves a place in your life, and not every criticism warrants attention. Focusing on nurturing relationships that bring joy allows the heart to feel lighter. True companions provide support during challenges and help maintain inner peace, confidence, and happiness. On the other hand, some relationships bring stress and tension. Letting go of these connections creates space for the heart to rest and for personal freedom to flourish. Releasing invisible burdens, from societal pressures to personal expectations, is the way to open space for the soul to breathe. When the heart is no longer weighed down by anxiety and tension, life becomes lighter, brighter, and more worthy of appreciation. Happiness is not about grand achievements or distant goals. It exists in the small moments we live fully, the sense of peace we carry within the busyness of life. A friend once shared that by dedicating just a few minutes each day to mindful awareness, to noticing small joys around them, life felt infinitely brighter, despite the persistent pressures. Living lightly is a choice of freedom, a path to allowing your heart to be at ease and finding happiness in each moment. By letting go, balancing, and listening to yourself, life no longer feels heavy, difficulties become more manageable, and every day is an opportunity to experience, cherish, and love. Living lightly is not a sign of weakness. It is a reflection of inner strength, the ability to care for and nurture yourself with wisdom and tenderness. When the heart is at ease, not only do we feel peace, but we also have the energy to share happiness, love, and joy with those around us. Life will always present challenges, stress, and moments that make us want to give up. Yet when you choose to live lightly, balancing responsibility with rest, self-love with caring for others, you will find your heart becoming calm, and each day an opportunity to learn, experience, and love. Living lightly transforms life from a constant race and burden into a meaningful journey, where every moment is precious and every heart deserves to be at ease. Ultimately, living lightly is a choice of freedom, peace, and happiness. When you release unnecessary burdens, nurture and listen to yourself, your heart becomes light, free, and full of energy. Life is no longer a relentless chase, but a beautiful journey where every moment matters, every experience is valuable, and every day is worthy of love and gratitude. At that moment, you will realize that serenity is not distant. It is a gift you can give yourself today. Thank you for listening. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share to spread positivity. See you in the next video on Life Wisdom.